It feels like AI skills are going from a nice to have to an absolutely must have almost overnight. But finding really good structured training, that can be tough. So it's a huge deal when one of the biggest names in AI just decides to, well, open up their playbook. And that's exactly what just happened. So the big question for a lot of us is this. How do you actually get up to speed and really master AI without, spending a fortune or signing up for some super long program? How do you get that practical, cutting edge knowledge straight from the people who are building it? Well, the answer is a number 13. Anthropic, the team behind the AI model Claude, just dropped an entire curricular of 13 brand new and, yep, completely free courses. And they're designed to take you all the way from novice to pro. Right, you can't build a skyscraper without a solid foundation, can you? And it looks like Anthropic thinks the same way about learning AI. They've kicked things off with a set of courses that are pretty much essential for anyone, no matter what you plan on doing with this stuff later on. Okay, so here it is, the whole shebang. This is the full roadmap they've laid out, and as you can see, it covers a ton of ground, from just learning the basics to actually building production-level apps. I know it looks like a lot at first glance, so let's break down exactly where they recommend you start. So where do you start? Right here, with these two courses. Claude Basics is all about getting you hands-on, showing you how to use Claude for everyday things, and, this is key, how to write way better prompts to get much better answers. Then, AI Fluency builds on that. It teaches you how to work smarter with AI, and to really get your head around the critical stuff, like how to use it responsibly and safely. All right, so once you've got those fundamentals locked in, the path kind of forks into two main tracks. The first one we're going to look at is the builder's track, and this is aimed squarely at the coders, the engineers, and all the creators out there who actually want to build things with AI. And wow, this track is just packed with the heavy hitter stuff. You can start with Claude Code to speed up your whole development process, then jump over to the API course to build actual applications. From there, things get even more advanced. You'll learn how to connect Claude to external tools, they call it MCP, and even how to create these reusable agent skills so that AI can handle really complex, multi-step jobs for you. But here's what I think is really smart about this. They've made it super practical. They know that developers live inside specific ecosystems, so they've created courses tailored specifically for running Claude on Amazon's AWS Bedrock or on Google's Vertex AI. So no matter if you're on Team Amazon or Team Google, they've got you covered. But what if you're not a coder? I mean, AI isn't just for developers, right? And that's exactly where this second path comes in, the leaders track. This is for people who want to use AI to make a real impact in their communities and organizations, like schools or nonprofits. And they're kicking it off with a group that's really on the front lines of all this change, educators. Anthropic has put together specific resources just to help them figure out this new world. And I love this because it shows they're thinking about this from two angles. The Teaching AI course gives teachers practical tools they can use in the classroom tomorrow. But then AI Fluency for educators takes a step back and helps school leaders think bigger, developing AI strategies for their whole institution. So it's not just about using it in the class, but also about planning for it across the entire school. And this leaders track isn't just for teachers. They've also developed courses for the learners themselves and for other amazing organizations, like nonprofits, that are out there trying to make a positive impact. So if you're a student, there's a specific AI Fluency course just for you to show you how to use these tools to do better in your studies. And for nonprofits, there's a course focused on how to use Claude to really amplify their mission, all while doing it ethically and safely. Okay, so we've walked through the whole curriculum, right? From the foundational stuff all the way to those specialized tracks for builders and leaders. So now it's time to put it all together and figure out where your journey begins. So really, it all boils down to this super simple 3-step plan. No matter who you are, they recommend starting with the fundamentals, Claude Basics and AI Fluency. Get that solid base. Then, you choose your track. Are you a builder or are you a leader? And once you've picked your lane, you dive right in. Look, Anthropic has literally handed you the map. The knowledge is there, it's organized, and it's free. And this is more than just a few classes, right? It's basically an open invitation to come and build cool stuff with their tools. So the only real question left is, what's your first course going to be?